Thank you for playing Sweet Pea, now in early access.
Yes, the light fades and the darkness rises, building its forces, consuming the weak and converting the strong. None but the bravest stand against it. None live to stand long. All but the far corners of the realm have been bound to the darkness, twisting its creatures into vile monstrosities. The light fades and the darkness rises. There is still one who may return light to the realm.
Sweet Pea. Spacebar. I think the game is a bit, tad bit loud, but it was an epic intro. Click to open menu. Open menu. Ooh, okay. Hello. Ice power. Use ice power to freeze water. Cool hair. Some cool hair so Sweet Pea can roll in style. Shades to keep the sun at bay. But yet, it's a hat for parties. I can't have anything of this. Resume. What? I can hop. Achievement unlocked. Extreme gardening. Oh, hello. Something is coming. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I jumped over the... I'm eating what is, not caterpillar. What is the name of it? Butterflies. I died. And for once I don't know how. Okay, just because of the time constraints, poor Chris has to go, and it was my fault. That was like mainly my fault because oh hello, for dragging this stream a bit. So I will drag in Chris. Chris, are you ready to be dragged in? Blink twice. You are dragged in, Chris. Wait, I'm doing volume mixer. Hello, Chris. Can you hear me? Chris is not here. Chris, I dragged you into the into the voice chat, so if you're available, please join me. Hop, hop-a-doo-doo. Ho, I have one. I've got a bottle. Glasses or hat?
Hey there, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Putting into the chat. Glasses or hat? Glasses or hair? What should we have?
Weird loop thing going here.
So what you need to do is what is it called? Mute the stream.
Yes, I've done that. I think we're good now. I know for a second I was hearing everything twice.
Oh no, I was talking everything twice.
Oh.
Glasses. Level sounds good. Thank you, Pry Bars. Okay, we're gonna go with glasses. So now I have glasses. So hi, Chris. Can you tell me something or introduce yourself to the chat, please?
Yeah, hey, my name's Chris Tharp. I've been working on this game Sweet Pea for, I think, somewhere since like January, something like that. Built with Unity. It's, the idea is it's supposed to be a very simplistic game that sort of like builds in complexity. So, as you can see with your movement and whatnot, you're mostly just kind of guiding Sweet Pea forward, and then you'll essentially unlock more abilities and powers to be able to do more intricate things and more complex things. So it starts out, you're just kind of going from left to right, and then you end up with, you know, boss fights and some mild puzzle elements.
So just for people sitting at home and not seeing what I'm doing, I'm pushing the space bar. I'm doing nothing else, and get shoot out.
Yeah, I wanted to make it as simple as possible. The game I'd made before this was Boxy Supreme on the Play Store. Was the idea there was also make it as simple as possible. You know, obviously you want to be able to make a full project, and I know any other indie developers out there are going to know how difficult and monumental of a task that actually can be sometimes. So my idea was to make something along the lines of like sort of Flappy Bird, but as an actual platformer, and then things just got out of hand and more complex. And we ended up with this.
Oh, I died. Something killed me. Buzzy things that are spewing blood is not your friends. That's the...
There's not very many friendly things in the world. Most of... even the environment itself kind of considers Sweet Pea its prey. So it's Sweet Pea's kind of on the bottom of the food chain here. Minus the baby butterflies there.
We are eating butterflies. Definitely it's time. No chairs.
There
Dino
are
is
chairs.
upset.
Chairs confirmed.
Yeah.
They're just late game.
Okay. Well, that's what we are striving for.
You gotta work your way up to the chairs.
I think I'm running into some minor bugs, but the game is still in work in progress, so every bug and everything we find is due to that. So stop complaining, people. Especially me.
Yeah, it seems to feel nearly complete up until about the point someone else plays it, and then I realize that there's still work to be done. What did you run into, by the way? I didn't see anything pop up.
So I think what I run into is at the end of this level, if I can ever get to the end of this level without getting killed by those dino thingies, is that no, I'm gonna get into dino thingies. Is that I left the screen basically at the end of the level and then died for some reason. So there might be something that's out of the viewing area.
Absolutely, there's a chance that one of the turtles, the baby Gunthers, could have been over there waiting on you. You also, that might have been a level transition. I could be wrong about that, but you may have switched between Zone 2 to Zone 3. in the woodland terrace.
We'll see. At the end of this level, we will see in a second if it happens again or not.
That would be my luck, is that I sent you a key for a game that has one level that loops endlessly.
So it was here. So I was jumping here, and I got out. Okay, now I'm doing all right. I died last time for some reason. So what's with the art style? So it looks like two or. Ooh. Hello, thank you for the follow. So it looks like paint drawn characters, and then you have a lots of guardian hunters more Mount? How pronounce it? So it feels like a not paint drawn art style and shaders cranked up to the max. So
Yeah, I thought
what's the idea?
I thought it was funny that someone said that, because unfortunately, at least as far as a lot of the Unity's shader graph capabilities and whatnot, I would love to use that stuff. However, I built this particular version without the universal or lightweight or high definition render pipeline installed, so it's like a variant in between the two, I guess. Long story short, I'm not able to use the shader graph without upgrading. I'm a little worried to do that on a whole project. So most of this stuff is the art. Most of it is done in Blender. There's a combination, so a lot of the characters and environment assets are done using a tool called the grease pencil, which is a really cool sort of 2D tool built within Blender. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Blender at all, but it's a 3D application, but it does pretty much everything.
Yes. So countless hours on the stream, me being miserable with Blender. Yes.
Yeah. It can be complicated software, but can work magic for you. But yeah, so most of the stuff is done with the grease pencil, and if you ever get around to messing with that, you'll actually see that it kind of has, the things you make in it, particularly with the built-in tools, sort of have their own style. Obviously, I put my own, sort of hand-drawn aspect into it, but just things made with the grease pencil have that was made with the grease pencil look.
Okay.
To answer Iken's question, so a little bit weird, but the bottle is actually tied to the camera animation, and so for most of the camera zooms, the bottle is essentially implemented to match where it should be. In this particular zone, I wanted the camera to zoom out even more, and I have yet to adjust that animation to include the bottle zoom. So it's the bottle hangs out where it would be if your camera was in its original state before the zoom. But thankfully that does not happen throughout. And with the way games are built, a lot of the later game stuff was built, and then I came back and sort of added to this first zone and made adjustments and whatnot. Also, as well as on the art aspect, my girlfriend actually helped me out with a couple of things. So the mushrooms that you just kind of popped through, and little bubbles come up off of it. She drew those, and then I think the vines in the foreground there. Those were done in Autodesk. That's what it is, right? Yeah, those were done in Autodesk on a cell phone, actually.
People, you don't even need a computer to make computer games. You just have to have a phone. You're good.
Well, at least the art, yeah.
We're making a game so you can make the art for the games on the fly. If you're just sitting on, you're commuting and you want to work on your game, just have your phone on and you can make your arts for your game there. I don't know if is it something that I'm clicking wrong way, because Now I have these arrows and
Yes,
these things.
everybody does this. I'm not sure why. You want to click the arrow that's pointing left to move the menu left, and the arrow that's pointing right to move the menu right.
But if I'm clicking this one, nothing.
You're clicking on an arrow that's pointing right, and so it's trying to shift the menu back over to the right. It's honestly my fault for having them visible, but from a
no, that's
sense
not the problem.
standpoint, yeah,
I realize what's the problem, that the bottle is behind it. And for some reason it's acting like I've been clicking the bottle as well.
Oh, I see what you're talking about there. Yeah, it might be because the animation for the button, but it should. Yeah, it looks like it's working for you right there. I can see how the collision could interfere with that, but I haven't seen much of that. I thought I'd fix that.
Yeah, just to make it clear, for if you were not here, so this stream, or most of the people sitting in the chat and asking questions or just messing around, are in one way or another connected to game development. So everyone is either just giving constructive criticism, or want to learn new stuff, and you have all these questions. So we are all game developers here, so that kind of questions you will don't be surprised. And I just want hair, and I want glasses, and I want freezing power. Now I have freezing power.
All the powers. To answer your question, Creator Crate, that's been a very consistent thing. I think pretty much every time I've seen someone play the game that wasn't directly in my presence, so that I'm able to that they have a little bit of experience essentially and have seen the game. Pretty much everybody has hit the left, or hit the arrow pointing right, expecting to move left, and then vice versa. As a matter of fact, this is one of the first streams where somebody didn't immediately try to purchase abilities without getting any bottles. So there's definitely some things that I need to convey better, but I hesitate to fill the start of the game up with a bunch of pop-ups and information. I think because me personally, I like a game that doesn't hold your hand and says, here it is, play it, figure it out. But I understand there's a balance to be had there for sure.
Okay. Oh, that was cool. I almost fell down.
Ooh.
Well, I can freeze the water, or I had some water freezing abilities for a second. I don't know how that works. I lost my hair through transition. That's upsetting. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah,
Swimming
maybe,
with the
thank you.
fishes.
That's a great idea. I definitely am going to look into that a little bit more, and like the way you put it, non-intrusive solution. That's definitely what I want to do there. Even the HUD, I've tried to keep everything very minimal, so that the information that needs to be conveyed is conveyed, and nothing more. Drowning animation is brutal. Yeah, I tried to really the game tonally is very much about contrast, and so it's supposed to be very happy and bright and colorful, and Sweet Pea is supposed to have this kind of always forward-facing, cheerful disposition, always ambitious. Hey, I'm gonna make it to the next thing. And then that sort of contrasts with the deaths get very brutal, very fast. The drowning is pretty brutal, but it gets worse.
Kids, you have seen nothing. I fall back? No, I missed it. Wasn't fast enough. Just like real life. This game is cheerful and dreamy until you die.
Yeah, it gets it kind of waffles back and forth of being almost like a bright, pretty sort of Studio Ghibli, everything's all good sort of feel, to kind of like a Dark Souls Castlevania, sort of overwhelming. There's no way I'm gonna survive this sort of thing.
So what's your background as a developer?
This would be my first Steam game, and essentially, whenever I was very young, I started getting into all sorts of art, animation, music creation, and I made my first video game in middle school. I didn't have any software for it, and I didn't know how to code, so I kind of cheated my way around and found a way to make a choose your own adventure game using Microsoft Word and a program called Keynote. And I've been pretty much doing that until I had to, pay bills and become an adult. And at that point, work sort of took over that whole thing, and I didn't really have time. And over this past year, I think October of last year, I played a demo on the Switch that just kind of inspired me, and I was like, I'm getting back into this. So this is kind of a product of that.
That's nice. Oh yeah, everyone starts. Oh, I should have been able to jump. I didn't.
Yeah, your second mushroom that you're bouncing off of, if you jump right after you hit the mushroom, you should get a nice double bounce effect, and it'll launch you up. It is a very difficult game.
Oh, that was a bad idea. That's a direct splash. Okay, we're gonna do this. You're gonna be able to do this? Oh, come on, that should have been given to me. If anyone got bored from this dying in the water animation, get used to it. Oh, come on. We're fishing with the ships. Slipping with the ships. Slipping with the fishes. Getting there.
Yeah, I would suggest throwing down your ice power. Start off, and then you'll at least be invulnerable to that for about 15 seconds, I think.
I know I should do that, but I just want to jump over, get the other bottle, so I have an extra bottle, and but the game is not on my side.
I know a lot of the people I've had playtest it. I see that they want that challenge, so people will refuse to use their abilities because they want to make it without using any abilities at all. They don't want any help. And I'm like, that's the whole point. I put those there to use them, and they're like, nah, it's fine. I'm gonna go without, and they die over and over again.
Yeah, I can suffer. What did I push? I don't know what I've pushed.
I would definitely do the ice power.
I don't know what I pushed. Oh, I pushed the restart button. Okay, that's fine. We can live with this. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. So definitely I would put the... I don't know if you would put the powers or something on buttons, or something a bit more convenient than pushing a button. Pushing an actual physical object, because especially in a game like this, where I'm pushing only one button, I'm expecting everything to happen with buttons. I'm going the wrong way around.
No, absolutely. I think that my plan at some point is to essentially make it so that the powers are mapped, maybe to your number buttons. But as it is right now, because the game is in early access, I was hoping to essentially get more input on the game, and also, have some community feedback, loop back into the game. So, if a lot of people, one thing that I've heard multiple times is people want the ability to make Sweet Pea grow temporarily, so that they don't fall down gaps as easily, and they're able to kind of smash through things. I have not implemented that yet, but if I did, I would want to be able to easily, map it. So I essentially just haven't done that process yet because I want most of the abilities to be in place.
Yes. And all these abilities have to make sense, so you have to have the appropriate place to use certain abilities, and they need to be at least one pointer or one level clear. What ability use where? Okay. I was logged into a. Huh? So here it's clear that I need to freeze the water. What happens if I run out of bottles?
That's again kind of part of where the sort of Souls-like vibe comes in. Is you can have a run where you sort of put all your resources into it, and that it might not work out. So you might be out of luck. So your next run, you have no resources, and everything's beatable without using your abilities. It's all doable. There are a couple that require it for sort of like puzzle things, and I make sure to have bottles there for you if that's the case. Like if I know you're gonna have to have a bottle, then I make sure there's a bottle there for you.
Oh, poor Sweet Pea. Try freezing the water. Nah. Okay. So yeah, we have some UI issues every now and then. Things are. Oh no. That's another issue. I think I have seen a couple of times already. When the thingy blows up. I don't know what that is called. The plant that blows up. This spiky plant.
Yeah, the pop berries. Yeah.
Yeah, so they do like a double. Oh no, come on! I didn't see that coming. I was in the water already. So it has like a double effect. So like, and it runs out, then stops, then runs out again. I will try to. And now I run out of freezing powers.
Yeah, that's actually not a glitch. That's intentionally there. The idea there is essentially you have just the way that I designed the explosions to affect the physics reactive objects. You have a kill radius, and then you have just a force radius. And so if the first initial bubble is that kill radius, and then the second one is the force radius. But if it's not the player in that initial bubble, then obviously it's not going to kill, a piece of wood or a vine. It just applies force to it.
That's fine, but it feels like when you were pushed, you got pushed twice. So how when you're I don't know if anyone can clip it, and we can have because now that I talk about it, I'm quite sure I won't be able to reproduce the issue. So it feels like I'm pushed out, and then I'm gonna die. Nope, I'm still alive. And now I'm sleeping with the fishes. That it feels like I'm pushed once, and then I stop midair, and then I get pushed again. We'll try to get it happen.
I can definitely look into that and see what's going there. Like I said, pretty much every time I think it's about there, somebody plays it live on the internet, and something goes horribly wrong.
That's fine. That's completely fine. It's work in progress. That's why we are here, to have a conversation about game development, and this is part of it. To have someone play it and find mistakes. And I'm terrible at it. People point out one too many times that the fact that I shouldn't be playtesting games live on stream, because I'm notorious in finding bugs, and which is good for a playtester, but it's not good for selling the game.
Yeah, no, finding bugs is fantastic, and even it looks like you're actually making some progress on some of your tactics. I tried to leave the levels open so that there's a bunch of different avenues. Like I see how you're using the vines to launch yourself up And people have mentioned that to me. They're like, "Hey, there's a glitch here where you're able to keep riding these vines." And I was like, oh, "That's not a glitch. That's a feature. Like that's if it helps you get to the end of the level and it doesn't break the game, then I'd like to leave it in there. Particularly, I think this game would be great for speedrunning. You can do a lot of odd creative things, especially with some of the later abilities. Of ones that kind of help you build momentum or make you weigh more or make you bouncy, and you can kind of use those in combination to kind of blast through the levels. I am sorry this one's giving you such a hard time.
No, I'm having fun. Don't worry. Oh, we have touched the sun. Great. I have touched the ceiling of the map. And straight into the water.
Oh, that was right at
No.
too.
Don't feel sorry for anything. I had one developer on the stream with the same managed to get a bug. Not a bug, it was just a randomization issue with one of the enemies, and we were stuck in one enemy for I don't know, like 10 minutes. And I had to make him confirm that there are other enemies in this game and other things to do. But it happens. That's part of game development. It's not everything is sunshine and beach,
It is. And it even happens to, it happens to Naughty Dog. So if it happens to Naughty Dog, it's gonna happen to small developers, especially indie developers. It's easy to forget all the different hats that are being worn for something like that, and it's easy to pass things up and forget certain aspects. I know one of the problems with this game, not this game, but just game development in general, is whenever you are close to a project and you're developing that project, all the ins and outs, and it's easy to forget that everyone else doesn't know all the ins and outs. So that's been a pretty consistent thing for me throughout my life with any interactive art. Has been, well, like, I know how to use this. Why don't you know how to use this? And it's like, well, that
Yes.
doesn't have the information you have. They didn't spend a year building it, So usually when I think I have everything explained, somebody lets me know that I do not have everything explained.
Yes, that's definitely a thing. With that's what we with Creator Create Just that was the thing that she said that that I'm trying to change up the way I play the game while I'm developing it, because I don't want to have one way of playing it and then forgetting that this game can be played different ways, or not to. You don't want to develop it so it can be only played a single way, because other people might not play it this way. And the same issue that with teaching. Interestingly, that if you think that this is trivial, everyone knows this, and then you end up teaching it and like, oh no one knows this, and like you have the same.
Yeah, for sure. Bacon said developer blindness is hard. It's honestly, at this point, I try my best to kind of pretend like I've never played the game before, and even there's only so much you can pretend. It's reflexive. If you know how to make things work a certain way, or you have a certain technique, you tend to just you're gonna make it. You tend to just do that thing. And even if I tell myself, well, maybe I don't understand how this works, the reality is I do, and you can only convince yourself so much.
I don't know what I've done. I think I passed the level. I found Christmas.
You did it. Yeah, it's you somehow went through the barrier there, but it did progress you forward. And you got another boss fight now, so that's good.
And this thing, it automatically kills me.
Yeah, you gotta get out of its way.
Oh yeah, because that's how the game runs.
I tried to originally I was gonna have pre-rendered cutscenes, but it just A, was easier to have everything in game, and B, felt like a little bit more fun to where like even during your boss introduction, it may just flat out kill you, which I thought was kind of fun.
Yeah. That's with yeah, that's another Dark Souls inspiration. Hey, there's an enemy. No, this is how you walk around. This is how you walk around. This is how you use a sword, and that's a boss there. Good luck.
Yeah, it just sets you loose and does not give you all the info, which I really appreciate that. And I tried to implement that in Sweet Pea. Obviously, like I was saying, there is a balance to be had.
Yeah. It's just so odd that, you know, it's a sweet game, and if it's shiny and pretty and friendly and like, and you die. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I think this was actually the most recent boss I've implemented since I've gone into early access. I've added 2 bosses, I believe, and a number of levels. But yeah, this guy's the most recent one, so he has not been tested a bunch. Pretty much just me and the few people who have purchased the game on Steam and you know, volunteer feedback. Most people I never hear from, but you know, a couple I actually get some feedback from, which is very much appreciated. On top of that, I guess I forgot to say thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Oh no, thank you for for being here and you know, joining us in the short notice, and like, I like that you were so enthusiastic to be here.
This is actually my first time getting to talk about the game, which is pretty cool. I've had it played a couple times on stream, but this is the first time I've gotten to actually, you know, say a thing or two about it. Yeah, this guy's giving you a hard time. I would say whenever you go to first roll off of this platform, just let him roll and bounce right after you hit the mushroom.
Alrighty, let's try that one.
I'm not sure if it's a good sign or a bad sign that I have to like vocally put in the tips.
Oh no. The rule is if Mucho can read the game, then the game is easy. That's the rule. So you know, don't expect me to. I'm bugging out the boss.
There you go.
Oh, come on, I wasn't there. I hit a bridge. That was a bit... Oh, no, I'm good. I don't know what's with me and what's against me at this point. And you can eat butterflies, and if you eat enough butterflies, then you will get extra points. I noticed that, so a chance to get extra bottles. I'm dying on purpose at the moment. Really, it's on purpose. It's on purpose.
Sure.
So yeah, the whole idea of the stream is to bring in developers when not just play their games, because I could do that without anyone giving anyone any notice. Now this was being stupid. So it's not just, you know, playing. I could play your game and just download it and just showcase it. There's no real story about that. I do want to have developers coming to the stream to have a conversation about game development. Oh, come on, that's not fun. I literally jumped back, got shot back from one of the mushrooms in straight. You will see it in a second.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenging game, and I know I've tried to stay on the stream for the whole thing. I've had some family over, so I popped in and grabbed a bite to eat. But I know that both the previous devs were talking about sort of balancing difficulty, and I think it was Creator Crate. I forgot the nice lady's name, but she was talking about how what's hard for one person is easy for another person, and vice versa. So it is very hard to find that appropriate middle ground and figure out where you want to be. So I am considering essentially having sort of easier modes where maybe you get some more platforms. It would be the same levels, but just, you would adjust a variable, and then that would instantiate a few extra platforms or something, or maybe slow down some of your enemies. But all in all, I feel like I take the Dark Souls route, or Grand Theft Auto. They make the game how they make it, and ideally, you're able to overcome. You're given the tools to overcome.
Ooh. No, Dino has written a big chunk of text. That was me. There definitely is still stuff that needs to be fixed. The text needs an outline to stand out. The mushroom collision is just ignored when the game thinks you are about to drown. And sometimes I can't decide whether something going to collide with the pea or not. That's a direct from Dino.
Yeah, Dino. So as far as the mushroom where you go to hit the side of it and then drown, the systems that I have in place, you would have a bit of an issue where essentially whenever Sweet Pea is just about to drown, he hits a trigger system which removes all control from the player. This makes sure that if you are in the process of drowning, you don't just pop out of it and then the system still thinks that you're drowning. And that's what's happening right there, is essentially he's hitting right on the edge of the mushroom, and as soon as he breaks through that first trigger system, if the mushroom were to bounce him back up, then you would be stuck in a state of slow motion, and then you'd drown anyway. It would switch to the drown animation, which causes even more problems. So I'm still trying to work some of those smaller things out. Thankfully, it looks like you haven't totally, blown the game up, which is what happened the last time it was streamed. So that's good. Last time I think there might have been like 35
somewhere in the air
watching, and it froze.
I saw a pine tree in somewhere in midair. That was fun for a second. Oh, come on, blown the game up. At least I was smiling while I was drowning.
Yeah, no, the last stream, I think the nice lady that streamed it, let's see, Trisha Hirschberger, very nice lady. But yeah, things were going really well on that stream, and then I guess my last update I put a decimal point in the wrong spot, and that somehow that caused it to where whenever you drowned, you would just drown forever. That's a lot of fun to watch that on stream.
Okay, I'll stop being stupid. I will be stopped being stupid.
Yeah, this, as much as you can get away in a lot of zones with essentially just, tapping spacebar and then using your abilities when you need to, but really the game works its best whenever you're methodical and calculative on when you're inputting. He kind of does his own thing, and then you need to just come in the right spots. Use your ice power right there, that'd probably be best. Oh.
I love the fact that you are seeing everything what's happening like 10 seconds later than me, and like.
Yeah, I know I'll be watching you on a run, and I'm like, he's gonna make it this time. It's gonna happen. And then I hear you go, "Oh no!" and I'm like, "Oh, I guess it didn't happen."
time till drown equals 0f instead of time till drown smaller equals to 0. Yep, we've been there. Yeah, that's a typical mistake. That it's just when it hits 0 and it just drops over the number, and you're like, okay, that's not gonna work. That's a typical. Where's my mouse?
Well, Matchmates, unfortunately, I have to leave. I do really appreciate you having me on. I appreciate you playing Sweet Pea, and I really enjoyed the 2 previous projects. And honestly, just getting to listen to other indie developers sort of talk about their process, and there wasn't a whole lot on actual development there, but a lot on like thought process and why things are the way they are. And fantastic games, fantastic indie devs, and I really enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here, and I think I have beaten the boss.
Yeah,
so if you have any questions or any ideas, feel free to stay on the Discord and ask anyone and ask any questions. And if you have any problems, if you need anyone to test it, look at your game, feel free to hit any of us up.
I mean, I need as much help as I can get. If I'm being honest, the solo dev game is a tough one that kind of borders between. I saw a meme last week. I think it was from Castaway. Have you seen that movie? Tom Hanks?
Yes.
There's a great contrast there between, sort of holding your fire that you spent forever creating up and going, look what I've created, this is amazing, and to, like, huddled up in a dark, moist cave going, I hope I survived this. So there's a lot of contrast there, and it's definitely an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, it is.
On top of all the hats and everything that you have to deal with, just the fact that, you're putting so much time and effort and passion into something, and maybe somebody doesn't like something, or something goes wrong on stream, it's easy to get discouraged. And,
yes.
it's nice to hear other people that are working at it. I know the last developer, I believe she said she'd been working on it for a few years, and Monochrome, the one before that for even longer. So I guess my project is still kind of young at this point.
Yes, but yeah, and we are a community, so I do believe in that we are a community, and indie developers especially, we are in this together, so we should share and we should help each other as much as we okay, I see where I'm going, can. And yeah, if you have anything, if you want any help, please don't hesitate to hit any of us up. I'm mostly free, and try to help anyone if I can.
Hey, fantastic! I would love to do something like this again. I could talk about game development for 1,000 years. So there's no end to the ins and outs and ups and downs to those things. But again,
we might need the post for this.
Get spiked? Yeah, you did. See, it gets brutal.
It gets brutal.
Wait until the giant spiders come in.
What now? What now? I'm just gonna eat them like this. I am eating the butterflies. They are the same, right? Butterflies and spiders, they are the same.
Thank you again for having me on. I'm gonna hop off here. Thanks for the kind comments, Dino Bacon, Creator, all you fine people. I had a good time.
Thank you, Chris, for being here. Have a lovely day, and hopefully see you soon.
Take it easy. I hope you enjoy the game.
I do. Thank you. I'm just gonna... Hey, Civilization stick add-on is available. And Sweet Pea goes into sleep mode as soon as you stop playing with them. We're gonna play a bit. I have a couple of messages and I don't know what's happening. Give me 1 second because I want to I have someone called a game called Awaken Time, and at this point in time I don't know if it is what it is or what's happening with that. My phone has officially died. I don't know how many messages from everything, like a ton of messages from everyone and everything. Yay. And hopefully I have someone. I do know I have a game. Someone dropped in with a game, and I don't know if that person is Awaken. Oh yes, Awaken Time here. Yes. I'm so happy. I'm delighted. I'm mildly delighted for your presence. I don't want you that I've seen. I actually did it. Did you make a game, Bird Wards, in an hour? Awaken the Time here. I'm so happy. I don't know how we managed, but we have a fourth developer. Ooh, I'm doing fine. I just want to finish this level. We have a fifth dev, and we're gonna give me 1 second. I don't know. Now I'm enjoying the whole eating butterflies and hi, name. Our mod has joined the stream. Just keep rolling. I have 17 bottles, by the way. That's what that happens when you are not using any bottles. No, I need to get away from. Alrighty, thank you very much. Thank you for Chris for being here. This is Sweet Pea. I'm gonna close this. Oh wow, everything is moving that way. As soon as the game ended, everything just kept moving that way. Oh wow. So everybody, okay, give me 1 second. Let's see. Let's see. I need to find the things that I wanted to see and find. So, this is Chris and Throp channel on Twitter. Please follow Chris. Definitely follow Chris. He needs loads of followers. And here's the Sweet Pea game. It's an early access. You can buy it. And please give as much feedback as you can, and go and talk to Chris on Discord and give some feedbacks and ideas and have a discussion. And encourage everyone to join in and try and, you know, help each other and look out for each other, alright?